In today's video, we're going to be going over some of the best designer fragrances that you can get from some of the top leading designer brands. Bad Boy Elixir. 3 notes here. We've got leather, sage, and cedarwood. You guys know I'm a big fan of leather scents, and in this one in particular, it's going to be on the more wearable end of things. It's not an extreme smelling leather where it's way too far out there. This next one is Hugo Boss, The Collection, Confident Oud. I've talked about this one a few different times on the channel. It caught my eye not because of the name, but because when I looked it up and I saw the note breakdown, that's kind of what piqued my interest here. And you know, there's only 2 notes that they give us. It's oud and brand. So you're thinking, what on earth could have gotten your attention about that? Well, it's the brand accord. You see, when that note is used, oftentimes it will give off a little bit of a boozy, whiskey, alcohol accord. All right, we're gonna pick up the pace here a little bit. Let's get into JPG Les Beaux, just the Les Parfums version here. I almost said Paradise Garden. It was a contender for this video, and I almost threw it in. I figured let's just go back to the Les Parfums here, just because I think this one is still definitely worth owning, and just because we've got, well, a couple flankers after this now, Paradise, and then also the Flower Edition. We can't leave this one behind, and I don't think we're going to. Can't leave behind the original either. These are still great scents. So what you've got here is pineapple and tonka bean, essentially mixing together with a little bit of coconut too. This Ralph's Club Elixir version has iris, olibanum, leather, and cardamom. Man, it is so good. So surprising as well. It really takes a big step away from the eau de parfum and even the parfum. Now, they've been progressing towards it, so the EDP is the EDP. But the parfum started to go this way a little bit, but then the elixir really doubled down on this direction and just went all in on more of a slightly smokier, sweeter take on the DNA from that olibanum. It kind of gives that bright smoke. This next one is Dior Homme Intense. I had to go for it. You know, as far as Dior goes, again, we could take that any direction, really. This next one is YSL Eau de Parfum Intense. So when we're going for the brand of YSL, you know, you might think of La Nuit de l'Homme or YSL Myself or anything really. But the Y lineup is definitely at the top of the game right now. I know a lot of people are thinking of the regular Eau de Parfum, and that is a heavy hitter. It's definitely one that you could consider, and I would recommend considering. For me personally, I like the lack of sweetness that the Eau de Parfum Intense gives off. No apple here. Instead, sage and geranium and amped up lavender along with that amberwood. So just taking the aromatics, which were already pre-existing, and just pushing them out even farther.